Hello. We are live. We're going to do something cool today. Let's see, what is this? We're in outer space for now, so I don't have to show the background. Let's see, what would be a good view? Doing something very special today. Hello. Hi. Hey there, got 16 people in here. What the heck? How'd that happen? I'm trying to get my microphone here set up. Can you guys hear that? Somebody in the chat, tell me if you can hear this. If it should sound, should be able to hear this if it's on. Yo. There must be a delay. There must be I think people like the space background better than me. So I'll go away and let 16 people. Malibu Doll, like when I do this, can you hear it? You can hear that, the distortion from that? When I get close to it, is it distorted? Somebody help me out. Okay, Malibu Doll says yes. Malibu Doll talks like a doll, just giving me these one word responses like a doll would do, right? Shouldn't expect anything more from Malibu Doll. I need detailed feedback here. Just kidding. Okay, lavalier. It's a lavalier mic. So I'm going to put it on my lavalier. I'm going to put it right here. Let's see. Maybe that should be good. Hopefully it doesn't move around too much. Do me a favor, double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Help me out. You'll be doing me a favor. Double tap the screen to like. Let's get this going. We're going to mow the lawn today, okay? Never done this live before. But first, I'm having my coffee. Here we go. We got 1 like. Let's get it up to 5 likes. Come on. Come on, we can do it. Let's go. 5 likes. That's the first milestone. First milestone for today is 5 likes. Don't be afraid. I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I drink hot coffee, hot black coffee, and I smoke a hot cigarette, and it's hot outside. What time is it? Let me look at the time. Let's make myself sick. 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. I must be lonely. That's very hot already, and I'm going to mow the lawn before it gets any hotter. But first, I got to drink this hot black coffee, smoke this cigarette, because I'm the keeper of the flame. I'm the keeper of the heat, right? I thought somebody was looking at me through the window. It freaked me out. You ever look into a dark window and you have to do a double take and you're just staring at a dark window and you're like, is somebody there? I do that all the time. This is a dark window I'm looking into right now. A black mirror I'm looking into, and I'm wondering, is somebody in there? Is somebody in there watching me? Malibu Doll, are you watching me still? You know, sometimes I think my only friend on the internet is Malibu Doll, the only one that ever comments. Did you say yes again? Because there's 4 yeses. I think there were 3 last time I checked. Okay, I'm gonna try to set this up with a cool camera angle for you guys so you can see me mowing the lawn. Moving into the backyard now. By the way, this is a paranormal site, website, not website, YouTube channel. Paranormal YouTube channel you're on right now. We're going to see if we can catch some anomalies. See what this looks like. There's my beautiful tree. Try to angle this onto the ground. And every once in a while, you're going to see me pass by. And I will be mowing the lawn. Let's see. I left my coffee over there. But I can still talk to you guys because I got the mic. Do me a favor, anyone that's in the chat, press 1 if you can still hear me. Press 1 if you can still hear me talking. Okay, cool, it works. Hey there. This yard is in pretty bad shape, but we're going to fix it here today. Hope you can hear the ambient. Probably not with this microphone. It sounds beautiful out here. There's birds chirping. I can hear wind rustling through the leaves. Probably can't hear it on this microphone. I think it cancels out the background noise, unfortunately. I have to go get my battery. Thought I brought it out. I guess I didn't. That's the thing. I can never have too many things in my hands, and I start to forget what I'm doing. Like if I have too much stuff in my pockets or in my hands, I forget what I'm doing. I feel terrible. I smoked a cigarette. I drank hot black coffee. And now I'm about to mow the lawn. Pray for me. Should I drink a beer? I'll drink some water. That'd be better choice. I think they are putting stylic drugs inside cigarettes these days. For some reason, I feel super paranoid now. They're putting psychedelic drugs in the cigarettes. By the way, everything you hear on this channel is satire. Nothing is true. It's all fiction. Oops. Okay, the time has come to mow the lawn. right, I don't know what I do with the battery now. Okay, there it is. The absent-minded professor. Professor of the scroll. There we go. Malibu Doll says, puppies. Did you see them? They come on screen. Yeah, Ashley's wondering, like, what the heck is going on? What's he doing? She's like, he's wielding a dangerous, loud thing that's rolling around the ground. What is he doing? Can I trust him? Double tap the screen. I see that we only have one like. That's unacceptable. You didn't know that you needed to see a man mow his lawn, but now you do. You didn't know how much you needed to watch this kind of content live. I have no more room in the trash can because I didn't time everything out the right way. The yellow one peed, Malibu Doll said. So he peed right in front of the camera. That's pretty good. Good, cool that we caught that. It's funny. The yellow one's always peeing. There's no more room in the can. So I'm going to dump this where the grass is yellow and dead. Maybe this will help it grow some more. Hello. Still have one like on here. You guys didn't double tap the screen. 2 people in here. I should have at least 2 likes. My dogs are happy. Grass is really thick right there. Really thick grass right there. Hopefully this helps to reseed this dead area over here. Area that never gets any water. I gotta start watering it better. Funny, all of a sudden everybody wants to be yelling and shit. Neighbors want to yell and make noise. They're not the brightest, so don't expect anything much more from them. It's like a jungle. Sometimes it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle. Sometimes it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Hi. Grass. think the rest will be done by a trimmer, which I probably won't show you guys that part. So that'd be a little harder to show, I think. And this chair is hot. Hot chair. Sitting in the sun. So we're going to go over here now. Into the midst of the jungle. Oh, somebody loves that. Getting some hearts there. That tree is huge. Hee hee hee. I can almost smell it. Yeah, this tree is out of control here. This tree makes its own rules. Believe it or not, I cut this entire tree, all of the top branches off, and I left the stump, and it regrew everything. I have the pictures to prove it, but I'm not going to show you guys because you won't even like the stream. All you got to do is double tap the screen and like the stream. Malibu Doll liked it. Why won't you like it? Try to get this lower somehow without breaking it. I like the tree. The tree being the focal point. If you watch just my live streams and you never met me in real life, I think I'm really short. I'm standing straight up right now, by the way, under my tree. Beautiful day here. I guess I got to talk about politics and about how bad women are to get you guys to watch, to get more engagement. You want to hear me talk about how miserable my life is and how evil and satanic women and Jews are. That's what you want to hear, but you're not going to get that from me. Sorry. You're going to have to just put up with me because I am the future. More and more people like me are going to be live streaming, and you're going to just have to get used to it, okay? You're going to have to accept it. Accept it, that you are septic. Did I mention that I'm a wordsmith, poet, an MC? You'd never guess by looking at me that I'm your mother's favorite MC. Still got a little bit of a cigarette left here. Like the angle I chose? Here. Hello. We're hanging out. We're talking about politics. Talking about how evil and bad women are. And that there's no hope for the future. That's what we're sitting here talking about. Isn't it bad? It's a bad, bad, horrible, terrible world. Look at this. I live in hell. Look around me. It's hell. I hate life. That's what you guys want to hear. So that's what I'm going to give to you, even though it's fiction. I don't want to burn my eyebrows off. I'm going to have to do this. There we go. Ooh. I feel the mosquitoes crawling on me. You little bastards. I'm going to burn you with a cigarette. Little sons of bitches. You know, life is great if you let it be great. My mic's still on. Life is great if you let it be. That's Goethe. That's Carl Jung. That's Sigmund. Life is great if you let it be. Thomas Jefferson. Life is great if you let it be. Abraham Lincoln. Who cares who said? I said it. You have to accept it. Life is great. Now, I'm not going to sit here like Elijah does and tell you, be retarded, brothers, be retarded, drink some more orange juice. Maybe you should be retarded and drink more orange. I don't know. That's not the answer for everybody, though. Okay? You might need to go to school. You might need to go to college. Okay? I'm flirting with the idea of going to college, and I'm 57 years old. It's never too late. As you know, it's never too late. Quote Abraham Lincoln. You got to keep on living. Matthew McConaughey. That's an actual quote. The other ones I was just making up. If you couldn't pick up on the sarcasm, on the sarcastic way in which I was saying, or the joking, jovial. What's the other word? Facetious way I was saying it. How are you guys today? I've only heard from Malibu Doll. You guys scared to comment? Scared to engage here with me? What is it about me? I'm not a bad guy once you get to know me. Agent Smith. We are in the Matrix. I decided to take the blue pill so I can live in paradise. I'm lonely. I want to chat with people. Of course you do. Malibu Doll. No, I like your channel though, Malibu Doll. Malibu Doll has an ASMR channel. I watch it when my wife's not looking. Because my wife will be like, why are you... She'd get jealous. She'd be like, why are you watching that ASMR? That's creepy and sexual. Why are you watching it? I'd be like, I don't know. I like it. I can't explain it. It does something for me. I don't know. One time me and my friend, I think it was Jesse, me and Jesse were out, Jesse and I, were on one of our many trips to town. We lived in Wasco, and then we would drive to Bakersfield. That was, we were going to the city, driving to the big town. And we would go and like get something to eat, we'd go to Long John Silver or Del Taco or something, Jack in the Box. And then we would go to the music store and look for records. Or we would get CDs too. But most of the time I was looking for vinyl records so that I could have some stuff to chop up into samples to make beats with. Jesse is another MC. So we recorded a lot of music together. Jesse and I and like a bunch of other rappers. And Jesse made beats too. But we would go out to the city, and then there were always, what would you call them? Vagrants, homeless people. I don't know if they were really homeless. Maybe they're just out on the street, just wilding out, And this guy was like standing there, and he was standing in front of one of the stores. We were going to go into Borders bookstore that's not there anymore. And he was holding a cigarette, and it was burning. And he's like, he basically addressed me, so I had to talk to him. And he's like, this is your life. Who's in control? God or Jesus? And then I said, God is Jesus. And then he looked at the cigarette and he's like, And then we walked past him. So I gave him the answer Gave him the gospel. God is Jesus. And I guess that satisfied him. He didn't ask me any more questions, and we proceeded to walk into Borders to look for music, look for CDs. That was a memory I had from, I think that was back in like 2002. Malibu Doll. You'd like to see my bot, Malibu Doll says. It's hilarious. It looks like we have a comedian in the chat. You think you're funny, Malibu Doll, huh? It's very offensive to me. Asking me if I want to see your bot. What kind of question is that, huh? I like it. Yeah, that was back in the year of our Lord 2002. Tell me, Malibu Doll, what happened in 2002? Miss Cole? Miss Cole? What happened in 2002? So Malibu Doll, do you remember the year 2002, how great it was? We live in the past here at Scroll Sessions. We don't move into the future here. We just reminisce on nostalgia, and we live in the past. We talk about how the past was greater than any time, past is greater than the future. The past is greater than right now, the present. So we only talk about 2002, and then 2002 and beyond, meaning further into the past. This yard is going to take a lot of work. And I don't know if I have it in me to finish it, but I'm going to muster all the strength that I can to get this yard into shape. It's going to happen. It will happen. By the power of Prometheus, it shall happen. I got a pile of sticks over here. I don't know if you can see. Right over there. I got a pile of sticks over here. Piles of leaves everywhere. I got to clean this yard. This tree, look at this. This tree has overtaken most of the yard. I kind of just let it do what it wants because it's a cool tree. It's been good to me. I don't like cutting it. But I've gotten a lot of firewood off of this tree. It's really cool. It's literally cool. It cools down the temperature, Literally, it's a cool tree. It brings coolness, especially in the hot summer. Like I'm sitting under the tree right now. Thank goodness for this tree. If this is here, I don't know what I would do without it. So what's up? Malibu Doll says Dora Lang. You're not far off, Malibu Doll. Dora Lang happened back in 95. Remember Dora Lang back in 95? And then before that was Marie Fontenot. That was filed in error. I sent it up to the big man. It's chain of command. I didn't know. It's chain of command. Your psycho bit don't curb me, boy. Anybody know what that is other than Malibu Doll? Malibu Doll knows what it is. I want someone else to answer the question. If you answer the question correctly, I'll send you this rock. If you can guess what we're referring to, what movie or whatever it is that I'm quoting, it's from either a TV series or a movie. If you can guess, I'll send you this rock. I've lost all my audience. I respect the people that go live and then they just sit and talk for hours and hours. It's not easy. It's not easy to go live and just speak your mind. Come here. Look at this. Look at this creature right here, this cute creature. Hey, look. Look. It's out of the camera, baby. Back in 95. So what happened in 95 in my life? Let me see if I can remember. It's probably you know what? The Alice in Chains album came out in 95. It was, I think it was self-titled. The album was self-titled, and it had a dog with 3 legs on it. I called you Dora Lang. Malibu Doll said, "I want your rock." And for a second, I read that the wrong way, and I was like, "That's an inappropriate comment. I hope my wife doesn't see that." But it said rock. Yeah, the Alice in Chains album came out in 95. Had the 3-legged dog on the cover, and it was like a colored purple. It was a purple, and I think it was either purple. The front was purple, and the back was green. The plastic CD case was colored purple and green. You know, one side purple and green. You guys remember that? And I can't remember the hit that off of that. It had like 1 or 2 hits. I think it was "Heaven Beside Me, Hell Within." Like something, heaven beside me, hell within. Yeah, that was like the main hit off of that. And then I remember I don't know if Alice in Chains didn't release anything else, or if I moved on to, I think at that point I had moved on to Korn, so I was really into Korn and Limp Bizkit and all that stuff. New metal had come in and kind of like pushed the grunge scene away. And then for me, it was all about new metal. So that's what I was doing in 95. What else happened in 95? Probably going to the comic book shop of my dad, comic store. It was the golden age of comics. It was great. All of the comics that came out in the 90s were used as the material for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which was great. By the way, Malibu Doll, you can have my rock. I'll send it to you. Since you were the only one that commented and guessed, I'm going to mail you this rock. And just hit me up in the DMs, and you can give me your address, and I'll send you this. It's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to sit and just think about how much work I have to do in this backyard and not do it. I'm going to sit and talk about it, put it off as long as I can, and then I'll do it at the last minute. You think that's a good idea, everyone? I'm going to put the work off until the last minute. I think that'll work. I think that'll be a good idea. Just put it off until it's like clock's ticking. I'm like, oh my God, the backyard. I've run out of time. Now I have to do it. Now I have to do it. I could have chosen to do it little by little and then finished it. Now I put it off until the very end, last second. It's called procrastination. I would advise against procrastination. I've been procrastinating for 42 years. 42 long years. It's been quite the journey to get me to where I'm at right now, sitting before you live, sitting before 2 people live. You 2 people mean the world to me. The 2 people watching right now, I don't know what I would do without you. I think my dog's trying to eat the rock. Don't eat that, baby. Don't eat that. You silly. She eats she thinks whatever is in my hand is a treat. You know, she's going to eat it. Okay, she spit it out. Silly girl. Yeah, as I sit here in nature, I start to channel. I channel other YouTubers that I watch. You know, you're sitting there, you're thinking, what am I going to say? And so your default is to go to all the stuff you've been putting in to your mind, all of the media, all of the content that you've been putting in. And so you think, okay, I'm going to channel Raymond, or I'm going to channel Pupu Yashua, or Minnie Manson, or Seven Spalding. You know, these are all YouTube guys. These are deep cuts, man. You guys got to check everybody out that I just named. I name dropped. So as I sit in nature, I start to channel someone else because I don't usually live stream out in nature. So this is a new thing for me. And now I'm going to start to channel Dry Creek Wrangler School. Dry Creek Wrangler School. Check him out. He's probably got like, at this point, he probably has like 1 million subscribers. He's really good. He just sits. He's a cowboy and he sits in nature and smokes a cigar. He'll sit by a fire pit. He'll cook sausage and eggs, you know, on a campfire stove. And he talks about life and philosophy, and he's pretty cool. He's got a lot of wisdom, and I think he has a school that teaches you to ride horses. I think that's what his school is. That's like his real job, you know, his business. And then he does the YouTube on the side, which at this point, his YouTube's probably making him way more than the actual school that he teaches. Yeah, I'm going to start channeling him. You know, I got the big mustache and the beard already. I think his mustache is way more epic than mine is, though. And he has a cowboy hat. I don't. I need to get a cowboy hat. I'm going to sit out in nature. I need to channel Dry Creek Wrangler School. I don't know what his name is, but that's the name of his YouTube channel. You should check him out. Go subscribe to him. Subscribe to me, by the way. Double tap your screen, please. I'm begging you. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up to 2 likes. At this point, that's all I'm asking. 2 likes. Please, Lord. Lord of YouTube, shine upon me. Oh, it's only my dog. Yeti back there. I thought the Yeti had manifested out of an alternate dimension into my backyard. Oh, I have a comment here from Malibu Doll. I have to go because I have a private ASMR session, but I will return later if you're still live. Well, thank you for being here, Malibu Doll, but I'm going to call it quits today for the live because we've almost done an hour. We're at the hour mark. So I'm going to call it a day and I'm going to finish the rest of this yard. I really don't want to do this. It only gets hotter by the day. But I have to do it. I have to finish this work. I have to get back to it. I got a lot to do. But I want to thank everybody for being here. Please subscribe. Like the stream if you're watching this later. If you found this video and you're watching it later, thank you for being here, for the random occurrence of pulling your phone out and finding scroll sessions. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Goodbye.